something here.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
All right. It's
kind of
gone
scared me a
through.
little bit.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
All right. So what else? What else? So we're kind of quickly summarizing for the sake of the recording. So we kind of launched out in a kind of general way at looking at what some of the possibilities are. One of the ideas coming up right away is that these meetings could be recorded. Thank you, Lane. Thank you, Lane. Props to Lane. Could be recorded
Thanks.
and put out there. We can then somebody would have to, because I'm kind of running busy every now and then. Somebody may need to create a YouTube channel for us or something. I don't know what's the latest, greatest right now. I don't
Yeah,
know.
YouTube probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And so we can think about that. One other suggestion is that we do this every what week, every 2 weeks. Is that what
Something
are we
something
good
like
with
that.
that? All right, something like that. So that
Often,
yeah,
often I would say.
yeah, so that we put this out there,
Yeah.
and hopefully we can build our followership, all right, and get more in terms of that. Back to what Chandler said about practical where we go from here kind of thing. Remember, y'all, we're it, tag, we're it, right?
Yep.
So if it's even, and I'm gonna reference Cindy here for a minute. I know you don't want me, I know you want me to keep your name out of my mouth, but I'm gonna talk about you anyhow. Uh, Cindy and I had a great discussion the other day. I won't tell her business, but even in academics, we can be of assistance to each other. We can be of assistance to each other. And oftentimes, what I see in college and in high school is this idea of the individual being individual, right? In other
Mhm.
words, um, unless you know somebody, like I guess Lane knows Trace, right?
Yep.
Um, we don't have that community, academic community going, and that could be part of what we're setting up here as well. Because if we put this on YouTube or whatever, then people understand, hey, this is a group I can come to so that I can get better in this and this and this. And then here comes the ratchet effect, because now I become a better person. I can spread that to somebody else. And that ought to be part of what we're doing as well. Is like what's that saying? Pay it forward, right? Whatever we can do, whatever we gain right now, we can push it into other areas. I suspect, I got this sneaky suspicion that if we do that, more people will be curious as to what this is about and as to how we can go about doing that. All right. Anybody else? Just jump in. Alec, what's up, man? You've been quiet for a bit.
I'm just trying to figure out how to like get a thing across that I was thinking about. It was kind of what I don't remember exactly what it was that Chandler was saying, but I was like getting into it more like we're starting off small right now, but some ways that maybe we could expand or like if we're just going about our everyday lives, right? And we see a person struggling or needing someone to talk to, we, say to them, hey, there's this nice group that's like kind of being formed. If you ever need anything, like say if I, met a random person on campus, right? And they needed a person to talk to, right? I would say, um, I can give you my information to get in contact, and I can also send you a Zoom link that we have. We're planning
Great.
on meeting every once in a while, like I think every 2 weeks. Just if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to me or to the other members of our group.
Great.
Because I
Great.
mean, we're definitely in some, I don't want to say rough times, but it's not like the best. So it would always be good to, I guess, be like a light of passion and love and just being there for other people, especially in like times like these.
Yeah. And a lot of, that might sound mushy and it might sound creepy to a lot of people, but but it's amazing how folks gravitate toward that. And listen, you all, I mean, I'm gonna stipulate that I'm the oldest one on this call. And whatever you all do, it's in the range of what you're doing, your life experiences, right? So
Mhm.
on college campus, or if you just graduated, or if you just started a new job, or if you're looking for a job, if you're just starting a family, or your family's a young family, this is where I think we find folks we can always that will always be able to relate or resonate with what we're doing. So yeah, keep thinking broadly. I am taking notes, and I will find a way to put those notes out there. Well, we're recording anyhow. Okay, somebody's coming in here. Jonathan. Ah, all right. So who else? Who
Sorry,
else?
that's me. I just was trying to join on my laptop so you guys can see me better. Apologize.
No, no, are you okay? Jonathan, that's right. That's your name, man.
Yeah, sorry.
Lane is your
Wait, shoot, here.
Lane is
Okay.
your middle name.
Wait, can you see me? Okay.
Yeah, I can see you.
Oh my
Okay.
Okay.
gosh,
I'm getting off of here.
Man, you tricked me again because
Sorry.
Lane is your middle name, right?
Yes, sir.
Ah, I thought it was another Jonathan. All right. So,
Sorry. I'm sorry.
no
Okay.
problem, no problem. Anybody else jump in here? Making sense, making sense.
I mean, I love Lane's sentiment about having like diverse personality or diverse opinions, even just because like I think communication is key for democracy. And the second we just all push one narrative, that's when stuff hits the fan in a proverbial sense.
Yeah,
That's true. Not just stuff even, but also bouncing off Chandler's point about how yeah, how we just need to be like a unit, even though we have still like diverse opinions, we still need to be a unit and be different than all the other people that just hate each other just because they hate each other. And I would love to like just have some conversations and, you know, talk about our personal ethics and philosophies, and then also going off of what Chandler said once again, but like how do we convert that into actual you know, actual change. And so I think those are important conversations we need to have at first. And then we transition into, after we get clarity, we transition into that phase where we start building. I mean, even what Alex said, we can still build the brand even now, but just, you know, we just need
yeah,
to have those clarifying conversations first, I think. And we already started to have some in the group chat,
yeah,
text wise.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
Uh,
raining outside my window. Can you guys hear the rain?
no,
I can't,
No?
I can't, but it was raining when I was in the car. I was worried that you guys could hear it too.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, great stuff. I mean, for me, myself, I'm open. Whatever questions y'all have. Sometimes it's hard for me when somebody says, "Okay, tell me about yourself," to to know where to start. But in the relation of this group, there's definitely a lot we can say. I know. So, yeah, anybody has questions in general. For some reason, something that popped into my mind when Alec was talking is that I don't know about y'all, but I've noticed and heard about some kind of loneliness epidemic. Have you guys heard about this?
yeah,
Yeah,
Where,
Yeah.
you know,
sure.
where we
With
don't.
social media and stuff.
Yes, yes. So technology is great until it's not. And in the areas where it's not, it's giving us an excuse to stay away from others. I know for me, I was um, right on the turn of the age, when the internet popped off, and I remember we had dial up and then we went to high speed, and that was right around the time I was learning how to type, so I was able to jump in chat rooms and talk to all types of strangers, right? And it was cool, but I'm like, wait, this is really easy. And now we have texting, so that was another thing. And not to mention the cell phone saving the phone numbers. I used to be able to remember my friend's phone number. And it's not really a big deal to remember these numbers because eventually you have so many you can't remember. But I think it just shows how when the computer is taking the place of our memory, what else is it taking? Like we don't have to put as much thought into things because, oh, I can just look it up. I wouldn't necessarily go and research something anymore. I wouldn't go to the library. I wouldn't open an encyclopedia. I just Google it or YouTube it. So in many ways, technology is great, but then the more we lean into it, we lean away from each other because it's just easier. I think it's the convenience is too tempting, you know?
Mhm.
Did you all see Yamil? He just texted. Wish I
Alright.
could wish I could join. I'm stuck at Publix again. Uh, so he'll be glad to see a recording of this.
Oh, he got it down
Mhm.
to 12 hours today. So that's good.
Yeah, okay.
Good for him.
All right. How are your families doing? I mean, are we, you don't have to tell your name, address, or number or whatever.
Security number.
Uh,
Honestly, I'll just bounce in. My family's not doing like the best right now. We kind of have like some rebellious people living with us who don't want to follow the rules, and so that's been like really hard on us. Not
Know that
me.
all too
Uh,
well.
but you know, it's
not
just been
you, Lynn.
hard
Yeah.
with like, you know, just like trying to stay focused and follow the rules, but then I have someone next to me not doing any of that, and it feels like there's no accountability
Yeah.
except for, you know, only me. There's only accountability for me, and so it kind of stinks. It's hard to stay motivated, and you know what I mean, when you're surrounded by all that negative energy.
So Chandler brought up the technology and the effect of technology on our lives, on our social lives, and families are usually the first unit to be impacted, or
Yeah.
one of the units to be impacted. Obviously, you got society, you got church, you got whatever else going on. But we're not going to overlook that because that's a part of who we are, you know. And let's be thinking of ways to put some encouragement on what we do and who we are there. I don't, you know, I don't know if we can get too much into your life lane, but maybe something we say here can in fact push you in a direction that is positive so that you can be positive for your
Yeah.
family as well, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
I try my best to stay positive. It's just
yes,
hard
sir.
with everything.
Yes,
So,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Environment is huge. It's
yeah.
huge. It can
Huge, huge. And oftentimes we don't realize the impact of the environment on us. I mean, we have to be, well, y'all familiar with that term mindfulness, right? We have to
Mhm.
be aware, kind of, well, not kind of, very much aware of what is impacting us, whether it's politics or family or the community in which we live, our college, you know. We have to be so aware of kind of how that is infringing upon us, such that we maintain that isolation, or we're pushed um further into that isolation. Um, and here we are, you know, we're breaking out. Hopefully, we want to break out, and maybe we take a few people with us in a good way, you know.
yeah.
So, I look forward to continuing this. I really do. Um, anything else? Anything comes to mind? I'm taking notes. I'll go back on this recording. I might just set up a YouTube thing and post this recording on it and give the link to you all or something like that. Or if somebody wants to volunteer to do that, either way, you'll have access to what we just, you know, what we talked about
I know
today.
Trace is pretty tech savvy, but I don't know if he'd want to do that. I just know he's pretty good at like YouTube and stuff, but if he, you know, no pressure, Trace. I just
Yep.
wanted to throw that out there. I'm not very good at stuff like
I,
that, so
I
I'm not going to volunteer myself.
Trace, I think you were just voluntold, as we call it, right?
I mean, we all have our
Uh,
strengths, we all have our weaknesses, right, Trace?
Yep.
yeah.
So,
I could do it too. That's
okay.
not a problem.
Okay. All right. So we'll work it out so that we have a link in the group and so on and so forth. Anything else? Anything else? Um, anybody else?
I think a big thing for content sharing wise is we should do some short form stuff because I know
Mm-hmm.
long form works better for more theological people, but
Like
Yeah.
explain why God exists in 60 seconds or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
hit your main points so you can attract a
Yeah.
audience.
No, and I spoke earlier of shorts,
Yeah.
shorts, you know, videos and thing. Um, you know, I mean, as look at this diversity. I mean, 30 seconds of this at a certain point in our conversation, you know, might do wonders for somebody who probably would never have watched something longer or read anything more than that. So the more of this we do, the more likely we can get some content so that we can push that out there. And by the way, it's real people talking, right? It's real
Mhm.
people talking about what's going on. And so that is the beauty of technology. So whereas technology robs us of our, what you call it, community, we can use it to bring back community. It's kind of a weird thing. It's a tool, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you use a tool the way to your benefit. And yeah, so we're in the right zone right now. Right zone. If we are to do this again, are Sundays still good? I mean, this you know, we had put out some times there and it landed on Sundays around 6 o'clock.
I'm pretty busy during the week, but like usually Sundays I kind of try to take the day off of work or whatever. So
Yeah,
Sundays work the best for me. I don't know about anyone else.
yeah.
Worked pretty well
I
for
was
me.
I was worried about anybody who might have like church on a Sunday evening, because there are
Some
churches that meet on a Sunday evening, but
Sometimes I do go to 5 p.m. church service, but
yeah,
like I could hop on after. It's not a big
okay,
deal.
right. We could go Sunday 6:30 or 7 instead of 6. So
Maybe.
let
Yeah, that
me
would be
know.
good too.
Push some suggestions out there. Sounds like Sunday might work best for right now, but
Mhm.
you know, this is not set in stone.
For me, it's just any either Saturday or Sunday are
Uh-huh.
days I'm free, so one of those two works.
Okay, yeah, because weekdays are gonna be like
Yeah,
crazy, man. I mean, just
Hmm.
true.
terrible.
This is true.
Cindy, how's your family?
Everybody's doing okay for the most part.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, that thing we talked about last time, you got some traction there. You got some, you know, the studying thing and all that. You good?
Yeah, I haven't got a group yet, but
That's okay. No, that's okay. You take your time. You take your time.
I got the Quizlet and the other resources you gave me.
Yeah, and you know, we could help put out there that anybody needing to be part of a group,
Yeah.
um, share your passion again, so that I don't have to tell your business, right? You're a nursing student, right?
Yes. So I'm not quite in the program yet. I'm still taking the prereqs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my last one and I'm trying to pursue nursing. It's always been a dream of mine to, help others and give back. So that's what I'm trying to get into. Little challenge because, I have a family and responsibility, but I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna just keep pushing myself.
That's right.
Cindy, could I ask a question? Did you say you were having trouble finding like, are you having trouble in a certain course? Because I'm a tutor and I have like a lot of like connections. If you need some help, to reach out to me. Is there like a particular subject or something like that, or just kind of overwhelmed?
Yeah, the subject right now is microbiology. It's challenging. So if you know
Is
anyone,
that is that like a day class at Polk State? I know some people that are taking that, like the day
yeah,
class.
it is a day class at Polk
Oh,
State.
you might know them then. I know a girl named Emily and a girl named Skyly in that class, but at Polk State, the Lakeland campus at least.
Oh, I go to the Winter Haven
Oh,
camp.
I see.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a pretty challenging course, so I'll try to like
Good.
reach out and see who
Yeah,
I know.
Okay.
thank you.
I'd like to.
Pretty challenging program as well, right?
That's
Nursing.
true.
It's one of those that only the brave.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in biology at Polk State, the Bio 1, BSc 1010. So you probably had to take that before, right?
No, I didn't have to take that one.
Oh, it's pretty tough too. It's a master's level class, like a, 4-year degree class. So it's pretty
Mm.
challenging stuff, but I've really had to learn how to like really study because before, like in high school and stuff, I don't really have to study as much, but college is a whole different
Yeah,
like
whole
level because
Mhm.
they like professors don't, I mean, Professor Lawson's an outlier, but usually they don't really care if you sink or swim. It's kind of, you just get the work that you put into it. You get the grade you put into it. So I got a 97 on my first exam, and that really like showed my hard work pay off. But I need
Good.
I need help trying to continue this momentum, and
Yeah.
not cause burnout.
yeah,
So that's something I've been dealing with as well, and learning how to transform my mind.
great, great,
Mhm.
great.
Yeah.
That's
There's a moment here that I just caught. I just caught it. I don't know where it's going, but the challenges that we face um bring us that uh camaraderie. It's kind of
Mm.
like nothing too hard for us if we stick together, kind of thing. I know it sounds, but it's true. And that conversation that just happened there, I hope you both can take that further, just in terms of what some of the possibilities are. Um,
I
yeah.
had a question for Cindy too. Um, you mentioned you got into nursing because you had the desire to help others,
Mhm.
right? Wonderful, first of all, but how could you, if you don't mind, could you share where you first got that? Because that desire, because I have a good friend who's a nurse, been doing it for over 20 years, and he might not mind me saying this, but I don't think he shares the same desire. He's more of a technical minded person. He loves anatomy and things like that, but the connection part I think he's missing. And I try to explain to him that, hey man, you're saving lives, and he's like, yeah, I guess, but for him it's kind of more of just a job that he can um,
Yeah.
explore his mind and his technical ability and his problem solving and analytical skills. So, what got you with to have that desire?
Well, I've always had that desire since I was young. I would say about maybe 8, 9 years old, because I'm an empath. Like I am an empath.
Okay.
Everyone, I feel your pain. I feel like your sorrow, whatever you're going through, and it's like I want to help you. And then also, I also want to fix you, even though I can't fix you, but
Yeah, yeah.
to be like for me to leave a lasting impression, like man, at that
Yeah.
hospital I had one nurse, her name was Cindy. She really made my stay there awesome. She really cared. I want to give that back to someone.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
experienced that too once when I was in the hospital, and I want to be that for someone else.
Wow, there
Awesome.
it is, right there. You said it because you experienced it, and it's like it made you want to do it, even though
Right.
you already had that.
Right.
It kind of brought it out more. It's and
Man.
that's. I wasn't sure if you were going to say something like that, but it fits to this group, I think, very well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
thank you
Yeah.
for sharing that.
Yeah. Thank you, Cindy.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Um, yeah, Cindy, I just want to say that's like really awesome of what you want to do and like how you want, because I feel like especially today, there's a lot of people who are just like, I want, right? Like it's
Mhm.
what they only care about. We don't have people who want to just give back to other people and like be there for other people. So it's really cool to just
Yeah.
see that you want to go into nursing just because you want to help people and like make sure they are feeling good. And
Mhm.
that's really cool to hear you say.
I remember when I just started teaching, one of my fantasies was that like 20, 30 years ahead, some students will see me at the airport or something like that and say, Professor Lawson? And I probably won't recognize them. I say, yeah. And they say something like, you made an impact on my life.
Mhm.
Um, and that's how, and I heard a couple of you hinting at it, and it made me almost cry. You don't want to see a grown man cry on a Zoom meeting.
Yeah, that's
But
nonsense.
but it is exactly that, Cindy, exactly that. I want to know that I made an impact. And we started this group naming it a better future. That's exactly where I am. Just and it fits well as Chandler said into what this group is about. So whatever we can do to inspire you, and maybe you pass it on to somebody else. Maybe somebody else need to hear or see you or shadow you just in terms your own kids or child or children or whoever shadow you and see that mom is about this. I think that is priceless.
Yeah.
That you can, I mean, there's no tuition you can pay for that. I mean, that is just
Correct.
straight up. I want to use the word gangster in a good way, right? That is just straight up what you need to be about, right?
Yep.
And so keep the flame. Don't give up. I said that to you a couple times already. Don't give up. Just hang in there. All right, hang in there, and we're going to be supporting you as much as possible.
Yeah, if I could just bounce off what Chandler and Professor Lawson and everyone was saying, I think everyone added to that conversation. And most importantly Cindy, because what she just said like really has like hit a chord in my heart, because I just said I tutor, and I started this new Instagram account for chemistry tutoring, and I've
Mm,
just felt this like I felt this calling recently. I've always wanted to be a doctor, and I felt like a shift in my mindset, and like I just want to help people with like abstract concepts and things that they don't understand, and share my
wow.
knowledge with them, and like so when Chandler asked that question, and Cindy just said just because I want to help people, and it just really, yeah, it made me emotional, just like Professor Lawson said, and the reason too is because I had this amazing chemistry teacher, and she left. I had her for chemistry one, and then she left in the middle of my AP chemistry year, and like, and it just wasn't the same without her. And
Mm,
it's a teacher makes so much of a difference,
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
If I didn't have Professor Lawson for humanities, I would have just taken it as another online class. But I would have never engaged with this. I would have never dug deeper. But since, I had these educators that kind of like formed me, I want to give back to that. And so I just really connect with what Cindy was saying. And I
Yeah.
think that's really noble, and that's something that we can all strive for, because we're all good at something. I know we are.
Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
know it,
Yeah.
most of you personally, but I know that we're good at something.
Hmm.
And so whether that's
Yeah.
nursing or explaining things, or Trace with technology, or Professor Lawson with teaching, it's just,
Yeah.
it's just, yeah, this is what this
Great.
is all about, is to use our skill sets for something bigger and better than ourselves.
Don't
Great.
waste them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Great. Great.
Mhm.
So
Well, Cindy, you see what you started?
I see. Thank you guys so much for the feedback. I love it. Yeah.
thank you, Cindy. Thank you. I mean, it
Yeah.
Yeah.
really made me think about, critically, like what,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
Hmm.
And there's more. And there's more. We got about 5 minutes to kind of honor the time we said we're gonna do an hour. I hope this was worthwhile. I hope we got to, obviously, we did get to put faces to ideas, and I hope we get a sense of where we are. Our mission now is to spread the word, right? Um, we're not going to ask people for any money. We're not going to ask them to send their PayPal account number or whatever. When you see us start doing that, then it's time for you to flee. In fact, I would have already left, because that's not what I'm doing here.
yeah.
So spread the word, spread the word. Imagine if each of us can get somebody else on next time, we're gonna be double, right?
Amen.
God, help us if we can get two others in addition.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah,
That
you know
would,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So we
Just
might
one
just
of us
start.
have two people.
We
Yeah.
we might just start a revolution.
Triple.
All
That's
right.
true.
And but thank you all for coming. Any final words, any kind of closing thoughts This is recorded. Yamil, when you get this, we missed you. And
I love you, Yamil.
oh, there we go. All kind of shout out going on already. But any closing thoughts?
Just want to say thank you for everyone's time. I really appreciate it, and thank you for letting me speak. Thank you.
All right. You're all right, Lane. I don't care what Cinda said about you. You're all right. You're all right.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Everybody for your feedback. Lane, don't forget me as far as the tutoring for your from your friends. And I hope everybody just have a great week this coming week.
Thank you. I hope we can seriously like get into the trenches more on text. We don't even have to call. I'd like to start a communication tonight or tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, great. All right, folks. You all take care of yourselves in your various capacities, and we'll figure it out next time. If we're gonna say every 2 weeks, then we'll calculate for not this Sunday, but the Sunday afterwards. I don't know what date that is, but I'll figure it out and I'll put it out there. Now, are we saying 6 is okay, or 6:30 is better, or 7 is better? Let's kind of work with that just for a minute. Are we good
I
with?
mean, I'm fine with either.
I like 6:30. Honestly,
like
that
6:30.
You like 6:30?
6:30 works.
I would say
I have
6
5
6:30.
p.m.
Yeah,
at church. Yeah.
6,
that
7.
that works.
6:30, good for
Yeah.
everybody? Okay, so let's pin that down and let's work with it. Let's massage it. If it doesn't work some other time, we do that. So next time, 2 weeks from now, I'll put out something 6:30. Y'all take care of yourselves, and thank you for inspiring me again.
Thank you.
Nice to
All
meet
right.
you
Thing
all.
real quick.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
If I might just perhaps plant a seed for the chat discussion.
Yeah.
What's something that you've noticed that the world needs to change?
Ooh, good one.
You don't have to answer now. Don't answer now. Just think about it. And,
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
think
Can you
about
text?
it.
Can you actually text that too?
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
text it
thank
in
you.
the
Yeah,
group. All right.
Thank
All
you,
right,
guys.
Thank you all. Take care of yourselves. Stay out of trouble.
Au revoir.
Later.
All right. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Great night, y'all.